If you were to think about the word nostalgia, what kind of things come to mind? Blockbuster, arcade machines, 90s commercials, my channel. How about Disney movies? Despite how Disney is today, no one can deny the influence that their films have had on many people's lives. Their films always had a whimsical tone that made many viewers want to step in their worlds. I can't speak for everyone, but I know I had this feeling as a kid. So how would I do this? What was my escape? The answer was Kingdom Hearts. A game where you traveled to different Disney worlds? I must be dreaming. Oddly enough, I played the second before the first, but to me, the order didn't matter. Both games had this sense of adventure that I was absolutely immersed in, hopping between Disney classics and interacting with iconic characters. The story was also engaging. I'm going to briefly explain it. The game is centered around a boy named Sora and his friends Kairi and Riku. Sora becomes wielder of the Keyblade after his home Destiny Islands is taken over by the Heartless. The Heartless are creatures who have lost their hearts to darkness. Maleficent takes control of the Heartless and forms a syndicate with other Disney villains to kidnap princesses with the intention to unlock the final keyhole, leading to the Kingdom Hearts. In order to stop Maleficent's plans, you team up with Donald and Goofy and go around to various worlds in the Gummy Ship, fighting enemies and sealing keyholes. What makes the story so engaging is how it feels like a constant race between our trio and Maleficent's forces. For everything we accomplish, she's always 2 steps ahead, waiting to foil things. It also helps that this game remains true to its source material. Kingdom Hearts is a crossover between Final Fantasy and Disney. No doubt an odd combination that you would expect to be a mess. However, Square Enix absolutely nailed it. Every world feels accurate to the movie it came from. All of the Disney characters appear in their distinct art styles and are voiced by their original actors. The worlds look and sound different from each other. The soundtrack that accompanies each world perfectly matches its setting. So much of the joy I have from the series comes from how well the devs made it feel like you're in the movies. I'm not even a big Disney fan, but I would be lying if I said I didn't get goosebumps when all the villains are gathered around talking to each other.
Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
And the brat's friends are the king's lackeys. Swung on the eyes, they're all built rats by the look of them.
You're no prize yourself.
Shut up!
Enough!
Kingdom Hearts is an action RPG. As you go around from world to world, you're fighting off Heartless with your Keyblade and magic, leveling up, unlocking new moves. The game does a great job of encouraging you to experiment. Throughout the game, you'll have to switch between moves and spells, as well as stock up on potions depending on your playstyle. Each world you visit has its own storyline inspired by the movie. Wonderland has you finding evidence to free Alice from the Queen's Court, while Halloween Town has you trying to build a heart. The majority of worlds also come packed with a cool boss fight. Some are more enjoyable than others, but all of them are craven entertaining. Now, while there's a lot to praise the game for, I can definitely talk about something that always bothers me when approaching this game. While Square nailed each world's appearance, except for Nevership and Wonder Rooms, Neverland and Wonderland, the same can't be said for the level design. It's horrible at times. I hope you enjoy cramped areas cause there's a lot. Several worlds also have areas that look the same, so enjoy going in circles. Honestly, the game could have benefited from a task list, because it's easy to get lost. There's many times where the game doesn't tell you enough to know where to go. There's one world in particular that I absolutely dread every time I do a playthrough of this game. Okay, look, I'm not the type of person to go listing names, so don't think I'll just Atlantica. If you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you know how notorious this world is. It's bland, confusing, and embodies everything that gamers hate about water levels. Enough said. While the level design may be rough at times, it still does so many things right. For the first of the series, it's really impressive how much it sets up and accomplishes. This is a game that could have easily been a flop, but instead it exceeds expectations and brought us a crossover that's both nostalgic and respectful of its source material. Square Enix went out of their way to provide a genuine adventure. This game is both a rewarding experience for gamers, as well as a Disney fan's dream come true.